Hello, you beautiful people. I'm Michael Box, and the reason that you show up here every morning at 9 a.m. is because you know there's more. What do you mean more, Michael? There's more. Down in here, there's more. And you're feeling it trying to get out of you. And maybe someone told you more was bad. And maybe someone convinced you that you don't deserve more. But here's the deal. When you get your more, whether it's more money, which I highly recommend, whether it's more health, highly recommend that one, whether it's more joy, when you get more, you give more. You are a conduit. The only time it's bad for you to get more is when you hoard it. But when you get more, you give more. You're a conduit for goodness, for health. When you're healthy, you inspire others to be healthy. And you're around to serve them. When you get money, you buy stuff and that creates jobs. When you get joy, you give that joy away. Look, you were born genius. You were born epic. You were born to impact the world in a way that only you can impact the world. So you're going along the beach of I am enough, and you are learning to talk, learning to walk, learning to eat, and you do all that without anxiety, depression, discouragement, embarrassment. You realize you were never embarrassed when you were learning to walk? You never went, oh, I'm so embarrassed I fell down that time. Oh, I'm so embarrassed I've got spaghetti in my hair. You learned to be embarrassed. So you're going along the beach of I am enough, beautifully succeeding in all the failure, and then you get caught in the riptide of life and you get sucked out into the ocean of am I enough. Now in the ocean of am I enough, you're still trying to succeed, but now you're getting slammed up against the rocks and you're getting sucked under and you start to drown in the ocean of am I enough. Where there was confidence and certainty and boldness, now there's doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. And you start to sink to the bottom of the ocean of am I enough. The bottom of the ocean of am I enough is littered with dead dreams, dead goals, dead passion, dead destiny. So as you're sinking, I reach in and I grab you. I drag you back up onto the beach of I am enough, and I start to resuscitate you. And you spew out doubt. You spew out fear. You spew out limiting beliefs. And you take these breaths in. I am enough. I can do this. My dream is still possible. It's not too late. And then I aim you down the path of success. And what do we know about the path of success, tribe? It is paved in gratitude. So this part of the show is all about expressing your gratitude. It's a great way to start anything. It's the foundation of success, gratitude. This is how it sounds. I am grateful for a fresh cup of coffee this morning, and I am enough. So that's how your gratitude should sound. I am grateful for what you're grateful for, and then I am enough. Make sure you say it out loud, because when you say it out loud, it goes in your inner ear, down in your soul. Now your soul and universe are collaborating to make more of that happen. If you say, I am grateful for my eyesight, and I am enough. Now that's when in your inner ear, your soul and the universe are collaborating to make more beautiful, amazing eyesight in your life. Okay? Now, as you're putting in your gratitudes, I also want you to think about an I'm proud of. And I'd like you to do an I'm proud of. I am proud of how I have parented my kids. Oh, each of them are leaders. Each of them are impacting their community. Each of them are kind. Oh, I'm proud of my parenting skills. And I am enough. So do an I'm grateful for. On the next comment, do an I'm proud of. Do those two things. And as you're putting those in, we're going to take some breaths. These breaths are vital. Okay? These breaths create space. When you woke up this morning, life had stayed awake last night. And life was thinking about how it's going to kick your ass today. Life is hard, guys. Absolutely, positively, life is hard. I'm grateful for fresh, clean drinking water. So you woke up this morning and life just started handing you stuff. Oh, your ankle hurts today. Oh, your spouse is mad at you today. The car didn't start. You got a flat tire. You're late for work. The mortgage isn't on time. You got to pay the electric bill. What about your kids' college? So life is just throwing punches at you. And you're up against the cage and you're just taking punches. And when we take these breaths, it's going to expand your space. And in that space is the solution. What are you struggling with right now? What are you confused about right now? If you'll take these breaths and recognize the space, the solution is in the space. Have you ever been standing at the cabinet, kitchen cabinet, you open it and you're like, honey, where's the salt? And she's like, it's in the cabinet. I bought it yesterday. It's in the cabinet. It's right there. And you're like, I cannot see it. Where is the salt? She walks in. She reaches right in front of you. She grabs the salt. That's what's going to happen right now. If you want to see it, the solution is in these breaths that we take. If you don't want to see it, the solution will be there, but you won't see it, just like you didn't see the salt. Let's take our first breath. Create space. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. Do you feel the space? It's just this moment. And it's giving you space. And in that space is the answer, who you're supposed to call. In that space is the answer, what you're supposed to say. In that space is the answer, what you're supposed to do next in your business. In that space is the answer, what you're supposed to do next for your body. If you will see it and hear it, the answer is right here in front of you. Breathe in. Let it out. All right, on this one, I want you to feel the cool air hit the back of your throat and go down into your warm lungs. Now, your lungs have a capacity, so we're going to try to fill those up. But then I want you to go beyond that and feel your infinity. And in that infinity is the space and is your solution. So I want you to see the solution. I want to give you permission to see it right now. Ready? Breathe in. Let it out. Awesome! I hope you got something out of that. If you didn't, it was a choice that you made because it is definitely something to get something out of. All right, we are on a series. We're on part 2 of Keep the Day. Don't let a bad moment have the entire day. Now, remember yesterday we talked about you have permission to have as many bad days as you want, but remember, you have them, they don't have you. Yesterday we talked about if you give that moment permission, it'll take a day, it'll take a week, it'll take your life. Now today is part 2, and we're talking about it is just a moment. All right? It is just a moment in time. Let's recognize that it's a moment in time. First of all, remember, you've had a gazillion moments. But this one has spiked up because of something that happened. Something that's tragic. Okay? Maybe it was as bad as you got a diagnosis, a death sentence for cancer or whatever. Or maybe it's as simple as somebody cut you off in traffic. But you are in charge how much you give that moment in time. So remember, we've had a million moments that we aren't even thinking about. We haven't given anything to, but this one is a spike on the scale because something happened, all right? Some new information came in, all right? So I want us to recognize it is just a moment in time. It is just a moment in time. So you have 2 ways to see this moment in time. You can see it out of am I enough? Or you could see it out of I am enough. So let's look at this. All right, this is our moment in time. Okay, now if you see it as am I enough, this is how it looks. It's this giant moment in time, and it's so scary, and it's going to swallow you up. It's going to swallow you up. It has these terrible teeth. It's like a shark. It's like a great white shark, and it's going to eat you up. This moment in time is going to devour you because you're seeing it out of, am I enough? It's bigger than you are. Okay? Or you could see this moment in time out of, I am enough. You see it like this. You see this moment in time out of, I am enough. And it's your little pet. And you can do whatever you want with it. And you can manipulate it because you are bigger than it is. This is, I am enough. This is, am I enough? It's the same moment in time. But it's how you are seeing it that matters. How you are seeing yourself in this moment in time. So, someone cuts you off. Now you have a choice. You can get mad and angry and let it devour your whole day. Or you could be in, I am enough, and be like, all right, that person was in a hurry. That person's selfish. Maybe they're having a really bad moment. I'm not going to let them take my moment. Or maybe it's something very horrific. This morning you woke up and something tragic happened. You got some really bad news. Something terrible. You woke up and your business, the building where you do your business, burnt to the ground with all your information, all your equipment. That is a bad moment. Did you have permission to let it have a bad day in that moment? Absolutely. But I want to tell you something. There's a story of Thomas Edison, and he had like a 3-story building. This is the story that I heard, and it's 200 feet long. He's got 30 scientists that have worked in there, and that building, no one was hurt, the way I understand it, but that building was burning down. All his research, all his equipment, and he just looked at it and was like, "Look at the beautiful fire." He was in, I am enough. I'm not going to let this moment take my life. So the moment is the same. It's how you're seeing it. Are you seeing it out of, am I enough? And it's going to eat me up like a giant shark? Are you seeing it as a little gnat? Oh, it's insignificant because I am enough. I want us to recognize it is a moment in time. And we give it all the power we want, or we don't. We are in charge of that by how we see ourselves in, am I enough? Or I am enough. Remember, yesterday we talked about if you give it an inch, it'll take a mile. If you give it a day, it'll take a week. It'll take your life. You don't want to be 20 years down the road looking back and you let this moment dominate your whole life. We all get bad news. We all have struggles. Like I said before, life is hard. It is hard. That's why we show up here every morning, to encourage ourselves, to lift ourselves up so that we can make it another day. But let's dominate each moment of the day out of, I am enough. Hey, I love you. I care about you. And I am here to serve you. 3 things. Share this video. Share it everywhere you can. Share. Leave a comment. Every comment is life to me. Every comment is oxygen that I can live off of. It encourages me. It makes me think about how I can serve, solve, and save for you better. Leave a comment. And thirdly, if you want some help living this life of I am enough, I would love to serve you. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Have a great day. Dominate the day. Keep the day, and don't let a moment have your whole day.